Before you buy barefoot shoes, there are a few things I wish someone had told me. I've worn barefoot shoes for over 3 years and I've walked 10,000 steps a day in them. And they've absolutely changed how my feet work, but not in the way most people would expect. I actually really like barefoot shoes, but if you think you could just put them on and suddenly become injury-proof, you're wrong. Over the last 3 years, I've learned 3 important lessons you should know before you buy a pair of barefoot shoes. The first thing is, barefoot shoes don't make you bulletproof. You do. Yes, these shoes are more natural for your foot, but the problem is, the world we walk on is not natural at all. Concrete, asphalt, tiled floors, just to name a few, are all unnaturally flat and extremely hard. I believe our feet are better adapted for the different surfaces that already exist in nature. Think about grass, forest floor, sand, and even rocky terrain. So if you throw on a pair of barefoot shoes and walk around on concrete all day, you'll probably get hurt. It happened to me. About a year after I started wearing barefoot shoes, I developed metatarsalgia, which is a condition where the ball of the foot becomes painfully inflamed and irritated. At the time, I worked as a lifeguard and had to pace back and forth 8 hours a day on a hard concrete surface. My hunch is that the minimally cushioned shoe, coupled with the hard surface I was walking on, caused me to develop this very painful condition. And after going to a physiotherapist, I realized it's super important to intentionally strengthen all the little muscles and tendons in and around the foot, ankle, and lower leg. In other words, the shoes on their own don't protect you. They just expose your feet more. The second thing nobody talks about is how strange regular shoes start to feel. Once your feet have adapted to the constant barefoot feeling, thick soles, narrow toe boxes, and elevated heels just feel wrong. And this becomes a real issue when you have to wear sport-specific footwear, work boots, or formal shoes. Your movement changes, your balance changes, and if you're not careful, you could get hurt. As a sprinter, I notice this firsthand every time I put on a pair of spikes. The shoe starts to feel weird, and then my foot starts to feel sore. I'm not saying you can't wear regular shoes anymore, but being barefoot 99% of the time, and then putting on a pair of Crocs, for example, is something you'll definitely notice. Your feet get used to the feeling of freedom, and they don't want to go back into a cast. The third thing is purely practical. Barefoot shoes wear out fast. The soles are already thin by design, and that's a good thing if you want to feel the ground beneath you, but it also means they don't last like traditional shoes. If you walk a lot like I do, you'll go through them like a box of tissues when you have a cold. That means you'll be replacing them more often, owning multiple pairs, and spending more money than you probably expect. And let's just say they're not the cheapest shoes on the market. Long term, it adds up. So, after 3 years of wearing barefoot shoes, do I regret it? No. Honestly, I think it's better to have barefoot shoes than to not. But they're not a magic fix. They're a tool. And tools only work if you use them correctly. If you're willing to strengthen your feet, adapt your movement, and accept faster wear, then barefoot shoes can be incredibly beneficial. Just don't buy them thinking they'll do all the work for you. If you're thinking about buying barefoot shoes, hopefully this video helped you avoid some mistakes. Thanks for watching.